All right, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Let's check those answers, see how you did. Okay. Again, I didn't think that was going to take too long. Remember that first problem is talking about Lucas and his frog. Harry S. Truman, what did he say? What's the most famous thing? He had something on his desk that said, "The buck stops here." That means you can't pass the buck. Okay, that means you take responsibility. Us teachers here will help you, but you are responsible for your grade. We will help you as much as you want, but you just got to ask. Okay, you want an A? We will help you get an A. We won't change your grade. We will help you earn an A. Okay, you take responsibility. All right, back to Lucas and his frog. First, he started at -2 on the number line. He jumped 4 spots to the right, then he jumped 6 spots to the left. That got him at -4, and then 8 spots to the right. Ended up at, where is that? 4. So I'm going to go ahead and write +4 is where he ended up. And I'm writing is where he ended up. So we know what we're talking about, where his frog ended up. Okay. Number 3, what number is the opposite of where he landed? So if he landed at 4, what is the opposite of -4? Or opposite of 4? Whoops. Remember, I told you how opposites are. They're just the opposite, right? The opposite of +4 is -4. And let's write this, right? Why? Because if on your paper you have -4 as your answer, you can look at that all day long and it's not going to make you any smarter. But if you have written -4 is the opposite of 4, every time you look at this, you get a little bit smarter, okay? We want you to show your work not because we want you to do extra work, but because showing your work gets you something like this. When you look at that, every time you look at it, you get smarter. If all you have was -4, you look at that all day, you don't get any smarter, okay? See what I'm saying? Make your paper valuable to you, okay? You're not doing this for us. You're doing this for you. Make your paper valuable to you. Make it not a half hour of time that you spent. Make it a half hour of time you invested. Remember, invest and you get what you put in and then more back. You get extra. All right, we already labeled 1, 3, or we put the dot. 4, 2, what do I do first? Over 4, up 2. Over first, up second. I go over 4, up 2. That's 4, 2. All right, label it, says 0, 5. I'm going to go over 0 and up 5. And then 5, 1. Now I'm going over 5, up 1. And when they say label it, put that coordinate pair in parentheses close to the dot so we know. Okay, again, what does that do? This makes this paper valuable. You know that's 1, 3, not 3, 1, because you've labeled it. Write this stuff, X, Y, right? Write X axis down here, write Y axis up here. All that kind of stuff helps you. Okay, all right, we're rewriting these multiplication problems, these products, as using the distributive property. Remember I said the easiest way to do that is to make the generic rectangle, and each box inside the generic rectangle is going to be a set of parentheses. Now, where did that 200 come from? 20 times 10. Where did that 60 come from? 10 times 6. All right, what goes here? 8 times 20. And what is that? 160. Go ahead and put it over here too. What goes there? 8 times 6. Okay, and that is 48. I'm going to put the 48 here. Let's go and add these. Already got it lined up. Easy to, right? I did a little extra work ahead of time to make this easy. 468. Now, don't walk away from this, right? When I work hard, life is easy. Let's work hard and double check that. What was our original problem? Whoops. 26 times 18, and let's do, what's this called? The standard algorithm. This is how your parents learned it. 8 times 6 is 48. I put the 4 up here. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 4. 16 plus 4 is 20. Now I'm going to put a placeholder because that 1 is really a 10. 1 times anything is easy, right? 468, 468, boom, double check, got it right. All right, so 6 times 3, 405 is 6 times 3,000. That is 18, and move the decimal 3 spots, 18,000, right? 6 times 400 is 24, move the decimal over 2 spots, 2,400. And 6 times 5 is 30. Let's add those. And I have to add for distributed property, 6 times 400, right? Plus, remember, each box inside your generic rectangle gets its own set of parentheses. So I have this one, and 6 times 30. And what does all this equal? Sorry, not 6 times 30, huh? 6 times 5. Thank you for catching that. Who caught that? Yeah, you rock. Paying attention. You're not just doing the warm-up, or the homework. You are making sure you do it right. You are doing it with integrity. So 2,400, or yeah, 20,430. And don't walk away, don't walk away. Let's just make sure we got 3,405 times 6. Here's 3, 6 times 0 is 0, plus the 3, 6 times 4 is 24, carry the 2, and 18 plus 2 is, boom, got it right. Okay? All right, on to C, that's the 2135. What goes here? 20 times 30, which is 6 with the decimal over 2 spots, 600. What goes here? 20 times 5, that's 100. What goes here? 1 times 30. How hard is that? And 1 times 5. You add them all up. 735. And don't walk away. Don't walk away, right? When I work hard, life is easy. And this isn't even working hard. 1 times anything is easy. 2 times anything is easy. Got it right. Boom. All right. Change the denominator so I can add or subtract. I'm changing these to 90ths because 10 and 9 both go into 90. To make this 90, I did 10 times 9. So now I got to go 9 times 9. To make this 90, I did 9 times 10. So now I got to go 7 times 10. What does that get me? 70 plus 81 is 151 90ths. Now that is improper. I'm going to use 90 90ths to make one whole. And then 151 minus 90 is 61. 1 and 61 90ths. Okay? Now that's probably the hardest one of the three. Let's see. I did, to make 3 11ths 20 seconds, I did 11 times 2, so I go 3 times 2, 6. I did 2 times 11, I go 1 times 11. 11 minus 6 is 5. And we're talking 20 seconds there. Here, I didn't have to change this. I just have to change 2/5 to 15ths. And to change a 5 to 15, I have to multiply it by what? 3, right? So I do the same thing on top. And remember what we're doing here? This is the magic 1. Write the magic 1 in if it helps you, right? Remember, if a 3's on the bottom, 3 has to go on top. That's why I said if I did 5 times 3, I had to go 2 times 3. 6/15 minus 1/15 is a total of 5/15. Now, that's not going to be our final answer. It's going to be equal to our final answer. Our final answer is going to take this and simplify it because 5 goes into the top one time and 5 goes into 15. 5/15 is the same as 1/3. Okay? All right. If the rye was 40% of the mixture, all right, that's the total mixture is 100. That was 40. The bluegrass should have been 60%. 40 plus 60 is 100, right? So the ratio of rye to blue, I wrote it in words. Now just put the number above it. 40 to 60. I can also write that as 40 ... 60. I say it the same way, 40 to 60. And I can also write it as a fraction with the first number over the second. When you see it like that, you want to say, I want to simplify this, right? 10 goes into 40 4 times. It goes into 60 6 times. But 2 goes into 2 and to 4 and 6, right? So 2 goes into 4 2 times, and it goes into 60. This 4 to 6 ratio, or 2 to 3 ratio, equals 40 to 60, but it's a simpler form. So I'm going to say the ratio of rye grass to bluegrass is 2 to 3. Boom, you're done. Hopefully you did well on that. If not, please ask your teachers for help. It's like giving us cookies.